Marks the beginning of the Lunar New Year, and it is the Year of the Pig. As well as big celebrations, retail companies are cashing in, but not everyone is getting it right. With me now is Steve Mcginnes, brand expert and chief executive of the Hummingbird Perspective, a.k.a. Brands. Thank you so much for joining us, Steve. First of all, one of the big successes right now during the Lunar New Year holidays is Peppa Pig.
Absolutely.
Well, why?
It's 340 million views of the promo film on the first day it was released. And I think that's the big thing that some of the brands miss. Brands try to align themselves often with too many holidays. And the Chinese New Year is about family, it's about fun, it's about children, it's about harmony. And the Peppa Pig movie is all about that. It is fun, it's family, it's entertainment.
Apart from Peppa Pig, which other Western brands have jumped into the bandwagon of the Chinese New Year holidays and have been successful?
Well, successfully, I think the Lego Chinese New Year set was fantastic. Again, it was about all those things. It was family togetherness, it was playful, it was a beautifully done piece. Some of the big brands do a great job. Coke do a great job every year, Budweiser do a great job every year, Pepsi, those guys. But it's not always a home run for the brands.
Well, that's right. And of course, Peppa Pig plus these other major Western brands have been successful. Which ones have failed?
Well, it is a $146 billion spending spree over Chinese New Year. So there's a lot of desire for the brands to get on board with it, but also there's a fear they'll get it wrong. There's a lot of very sophisticated and subtle etiquettes and cues around use of Chinese New Year. And particularly this year, so the Peppa Pig is a very bold move.
Right.
There's 1.2 billion Muslims in Asia. So the use of the pig, particularly by food and drink brands, is a little problematic for them. It's a little like not using Father Christmas in December. But really, who's made a big clunk? I think Burberry's campaign, where they tried to modernize the family get-together, and some very unhappy-looking people. It's been described as the Addams family at Chinese New Year.
So you basically have to stick to tradition and just don't try to think too much out of the box.
Yeah, stick to what Chinese New Year and Lunar New Year is about. It's about family, it's about harmony. The Arsenal ad, where the Arsenal players dress up in traditional Chinese garb and mangle some phrases, really is a 1.5-minute car crash. It's very hard to understand why they even did it. It reminds me of the 80s when everyone was releasing pop songs. It's just cringeworthy.
All right, if they failed this year, they might need to try again next year. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us. Steve Mcginnes from the a.k.a. Brands.
Thank you very much.